Hariom kids, April 10th is Jhulelal Jayanti and also the topic of today's Bal Sanskar. About 900 years ago, there was a tyrannical ruler from Sindh named Markasha who forcibly converted Hindus to Islam. One day, he sent a tyrannical order stating, either you accept Islam as your religion, or whomsoever you call Bhagwan, make him meet me. With this order, the entire community trembled. Everyone gathered on the seashore and kept praying heavily without eating or drinking anything for 3 days. On the third day, in evening, there was a movement in the water and a beam of light appeared from the sea and said, Devotees, I am going to incarnate soon to remove your troubles. Then I will show everyone the true path. Always remain firm in your religion. Within a week, on Vikram Samvat, Chaitra Shukla Dvitya, Lord Jhulelal incarnated as a child at Ratna Rai Palace in Narsarpur, who was named Lal Uday Raj. After a few months, Markasha saw in the middle of the night that a bright child had arrived at the royal palace. The guards were ordered to stop him, but the child could not be caught by any means. The guards were surprised and troubled. Markasha was surprised to see the different appearances and miracles of the child. He saw that he was a Peer Aulia of some Peer also. Then he pleased in humble voice, O Peer of the Peers, have mercy on this man. Then the child said, O Markasha, no matter what the religion is, everything is meant for devotion to God. Call it God or Allah. Hindus or Muslims are not different in his eyes. Remember what is written in Quran Sharif? See God in all things. Recognize him in all living beings. All human beings are manifestations of God. Treat everyone like a brother. Thus, hearing the words of that Aulia, Markasha folded his hands and requested, O Lord, I will do as you preach. I will do the same from now, and I will give up the path of oppression and treat all Hindus as brothers. Many days passed since this incident. Hindus breathed a sigh of relief after seeing Markasha calm and at peace. Everyone believed Lord Jhulelal had protected everyone from troubles that had befallen them. The birth anniversary of Bhagwan Daryalal, son of Sea, called the 25th incarnation, is celebrated in Chaitra month of the second of bright fortnight at the nearby places around sea. Sindhi brothers worship him as Jhulelal and Muslims brother worship him as Jinda Peer. The incarnation day of Lord Jhulelal is celebrated as Cheti Chand Mahotsav. Today's Bal Sanskar Kendra begins by remembering Pujya Bapuji.
Now all children will hum Omkar. Hari 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 Hari
Praise to Goddess Durga. Ma Jagadamba is the goddess of wisdom, power, knowledge, and health, and Navratri is the festival to worship Ma. Now, all of us children will praise Ma Jagadamba. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Sanstita Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha. O Goddess who is situated in the form of power in all beings, I offer my obeisances to you. I offer my obeisances to you. I offer my obeisances to you.
Now, children, we will do Tratak. Tratak increases our concentration and memory power.
Story. Lal Udayraj returned after rectifying the bigoted king Maraksha. When he was 6 years old, his father sent him to study with a spiritual scholar. Upon completion of his studies, Lal Udayraj returned home. He was assigned his family business of selling roasted chickpeas. Child Udayraj used to leave home in the morning with a basket of roasted chickpeas and reach the seashore. After handing over the plate to the ocean, he used to meditate. He would receive the plate full of gems from the ocean and return home in the evening. Every day, the father saw a plate filled with wealth. This raised suspicion, so he secretly followed it and witnessed the whole miraculous incident. After returning home, he told the entire story to his wife, saying, "Our son is a supreme soul." Upon hearing this, she went into an emotional trance. From that day on, Lal Udayraj was stopped from selling roasted chickpeas. Despite this, he continued to visit the seashore regularly. One day, he met Yogi Gorakhnath on the seashore. Udayraj requested him, "Please grace me by making me your disciple and by giving me Guru Mantra." Just as Sandipani, Durvasa and Gargacharya recognized Sri Krishna, Yogi Gorakhnath recognized the incarnate Lal Udayraj and started saying, "You are Parabrahma yourself, but without a guru, everything is useless." Even Sri Ramachandra had Maharaj Vasishtha as his guru. While giving Guru Mantra to Lal Udayraj, Guru Gorakhnath said that, "Just as I am known as Amar Yoginath, you will be worshipped in this world by the name of Amarlal Jindapir." When initiated into Guru Mantra, he remained unmarried for his lifetime and followed the vow of unbroken celibacy, dedicating his life to preaching people everywhere. He saw Hindus and Muslims equal. One day, he came to the seashore with one of his favorite disciples, Pungar. Immense water was flowing in the sea. He said to the disciple, "Pungar, follow me. Don't be afraid. I want to show you a supernatural scene in the water." Lal Udayraj, along with Pungar, entered the immeasurable sea water like Sheshnag, and within a while, they both reached the bottom of the ocean. Pungar reached in front of a temple while watching the amazing creation of the ocean floor. That temple seemed to be the abode of Lakshmi Narayan. There was a bejeweled throne in the temple. A divine light was shining on him. Pungar's eyes were not able to bear the light, which made him close his eyes. Seeing this condition of his devotee Pungar, Udayraj moved his lotus on his pupils. Pungar attained divine vision. Pungar was surprised by his divine vision. He praised, "O Udayraj, today I have truly seen your creation and your power. I follow your teachings. From now on, I will follow the path of devotion shown by you. Forgetting all discrimination, I will always remain engaged in the welfare of mankind." His words satisfied Udayraj, and he said, "Pungar, don't be surprised. Nothing is impossible in Maya." Then he pulled his hand and took him to a grand palace. There was also a Jyoti temple in that palace. And there were 7 decorated objects placed on the throne. A pitcher, a fire flame, a cloth woven from silk, a ring, a tambourine, a sword, and a metal vessel. Bhagwan gave these 7 things to Pungar and said, This pitcher will always be filled with nectar. You use it as Charnamrit. This is the conscious fire, which is the basis of life. You should always worship it. This woven silk cloth will keep your body healthy and safe and protect you from troubles. As long as this ring remains on your finger, your promise will not fail. Whatever resolution you make for charity will be fulfilled. This tambourine produces innumerable sounds, listening to which will eradicate sin. Don't consider it normal. If you tap it at any time of the day or night, it will produce a sound suitable for that time. The initial sound of this sound is Omkar, and from it all Vedas have originated. This sword will protect you and your devotees from tyranny and evil forces. Obstacles can be destroyed by this. Finally, this metal vessel is everlasting. In this you will get the desired food and fruits. It also has Ashtasiddhi, 8 types of divine power, and Navnidhi, 9 types of divine treasure. Feed yourself and others. After handing over these 7 things to Pungar, Bhagwan said, "The cause of all attainments is notion. Just as the result obtained by worshipping an idol is the result of notion, therefore never give up." Hearing this, he accepted all the 7 things gladly and heartily. After that, just as bubbles burst from water, they came to the shore from the deep bottom of the ocean. After completing the work of his incarnation in the form of Bhagwan Daryalal, Lal Udayraj has become Amar Lal. Even today, no one has been able to find the end of his miracles. Say, glory to the devotee and Bhagwan. Quiz. Competition. Now's the turn of a knowledge and science competition. You will be asked a question and there will be 4 options to choose from. You will need to give the right answer in 10 seconds. The question is, on which Navratri is the Cheti Chand festival celebrated? The options are A. Shardiya Navratri, B. Chaitra Navratri, C. Ashad Gupta Navratri, D. Maghi Gupta Navratri. The correct answer to the question will be revealed at the end of the session. Glory of Indian culture. The essence of Navratri. There are 4 Navratris in a year. One is Shardiya Navratri, which starts before the death of Ravana. Ravana dies on Dasera and Navratri concludes. The second Navratri starts before Ram Navami, the appearance day of Ramji. Apart from this, there are also 2 secret Navratris, which are in the month of Ashad and Magh. The festival of Navratri rings the bell of victory. 5 sense organs, tongue, eyes, ears, nose, and skin, and 4 conscience, mind, intellect, chitta, and ego. They entangle us. When we celebrate Navratri by conquering these 9, then Vijayadashmi of Navratri is celebrated. The first 3 days of Navratri are meant to worship Goddess Kali and to rise above the habit of dark, tamsi deeds. To overcome all these things, like watching movies, eating pan masala, smoking beedi cigarettes, slipping into sexual disorders, Ma Kali is worshipped on the first 3 days of Navratri. The second 3 days are to gain happiness and wealth. Mata Lakshmi is worshipped in these days. The third 3 days of Navratri are for worshipping Mata Saraswati to gain wisdom and knowledge. Students should chant Saraswati Mantra. Those who have received Guru Mantra should meditate on Guru Mantra, Gurudev and Surya Narayan. Just as Ramji defeated Ravana, Mahishasur was defeated by Ma Durga. Similarly, when you conquer the demonic wealth and notions hidden in the mind and find Bhagwan, victory as well is revealed. Navratri gives the message of restraint. This is a beautiful arrangement of the foresight of our sages, through which we can live a long life, and by being rich in wisdom, we can reach such a position where even the position of Indra seems small. Activity: Reasons behind festival celebrations. In today's activity, you need to correctly match the reasons for the festival celebrations. Let's see which child finishes first correctly. You may also finish this at home and show it to the teacher in the next class. The sun's entrance in Uttarayan, the appearance day of Mata Saraswati, the protection of devotee Prahlad from the fire, the festival of color, the worship of goddess Gauri, the birth of Hanumanji, the birth of Tirthankar of Jainism, the birth of Bhagwan Ram, the birth of the founder of Buddhism, day of worship of our Sadgurudev, the worship day of snakes, the worship day of Mata Durga, the worship day of Bhagwan Shiv, the worship day, the worship day of Bhagwan Shri Krishna, the worship day of Bhagwan Ganapati, the festival of love between brothers and sisters, the festival of Ramji's victory over Ravana, the worship day of Bhagwan Dhanvantari, the worship day of the moon, the worship day of Goddess Lakshmi. Gangaur, Ganesh Chaturthi, Guru Purnima, Janmashtami, Dashera, Diwali, Dhanteras, Navratri, Nag Panchami, Buddha Purnima, Makar Sankranti, Mahavir Jayanti, Mahashivratri, Raksha Bandhan, Ram Navami, Vasant Panchami, Sharad Purnima, Hanuman Jayanti, Holika Dahan, Holi Dhulandi. Health: Rich gourd, Tori. Children having tori, rich gourd, sabji in meals is very beneficial. It contains beta-carotene, which helps in improving eyesight. Eating tori, rich gourd, sabji makes skin glow, cleanses blood, and helps relieve constipation. Eating tori, rich gourd, sabji is beneficial for nosebleeds, blood disorders, piles, and relieves burning sensation in the body and during urination. Due to its low fat, cholesterol, and calorie content, it assists in weight loss and is beneficial for our heart health and diabetes. To eliminate intestinal worms, eat tori, rich gourd, sabji regularly or boil it in water to make soup, adding salt, and drink it twice a day. Caution: do not consume old or tough rich gourd. And what not to do on the days of Navratri. During the days of Navratri, it's advisable to fast. If someone cannot fast for the entire Navratri, then by fasting for the final 3 days, which is Saptami, Ashtami, and Navami, and worshipping the goddess, one can attain the benefits of the entire Navratri fasting period. During Navratri, chanting Om Shri Om is advised. Students may chant the Saraswati Mantra, and other initiated sadhaks should focus on chanting the Guru Mantra as much as possible. During Navratri, one should maintain discipline and avoid conversations with critics or gossipers. During Navratri, one should also recite the Durga Saptashati. Questionnaire. Get ready for the questionnaire. Why is the Cheti Chand festival celebrated? What was the purpose of the incarnation of Bhagwan Jhulelal? Why is Bhagwan Jhulelal considered both Hindu and Muslim? Which goddesses are worshipped in the 9 days of Navratri? When did Udayaraj's parents come to know that this boy was an incarnation of Bhagwan? Who was Udayaraj's Gurudev? What name did Udayaraj's Gurudev give him? What gift did Udayaraj give to his disciple? What instruction did Udayaraj give to his disciple? What is the essence of the Navratri festival? Which demon was killed by Ma Durga? What are the benefits of eating rich gourd curry? What should be done on Navratri days? What did we learn from today's story?
Narayan, 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 Narayan. With this, today's Sanskar Kendra concludes. We will meet again next week with a new knowledge-enhancing topic. Until then, Hari Om!
The correct answer to the question is B. The Cheti Chand festival is celebrated in Chaitra Navratri.